One of the largest empires in Indian history, the Mughal Empire's domination in the 16th and 17th centuries altered the direction of the whole subcontinent's history. The Mughals changed India's military, economic, and religious perspectives. But practically everywhere they conquered, there was opposition to their rule. A loose coalition of Rajput princedoms obstructed the Mughals in the second part of the 16th century, which sparked the Battle of Haldi Ghati. The Sur Empire's Hemu was destroyed by the third Mughal Emperor Akbar and his regent Bairam Khan at the Second Battle of Panipat in 1556, and Mughal sovereignty over Delhi and Agra was reinstated. Sikandar Shah Suri made an effort to lead a revolt, but he was overthrown in 1556. By 1559, the Mughals had destroyed the Sur Empire and reclaimed control of the northern region of India. At the age of 18, Akbar was ready to become the ruler of his own realm. As a result, Bairam Khan was compelled to revolt, but in 1560, Akbar defeated his former general in a crucial conflict. The emperor was currently attempting to conquer central and western India. Gujarat was of particular relevance since it was essential for sea trade with the Safavids and Ottomans. The Gujarati borderlands were nonetheless governed by a few tiny kingdoms under the sway of the Rajput military caste. The Rajputs belonged to a distinct martial culture. Similar to the ancient Spartans, every male member of the tribe was brought up to be a soldier. But Rajput had a strict code of chivalry and fought like the European medieval knights. They were primarily a cavalry force with the typical inclusion of elephants, and they defended themselves by fortifying their castles. Akbar was able to have the upper hand. The Sultan of Malwa, Baj Bahadur, was defeated by his generals at the Battle of Saranpur in 1561, and his kingdom was taken over the following year. At the court of the king of Mewar, Uday Singh II, Baj Bahadur sought safety. It was a good pretext for attacking Mewar. However, the Turkic tribes he was allied with and his kin posed a threat to Akbar's power. He had to stop expanding because of these uprisings until 1567. The Mughal emperor found time for diplomacy with the Rajput states while being engaged with these issues, successfully vassalizing several of them. Akbar decided to act against Mewar ruler Uday Singh in 1567 because he would not bow to the emperor. The Mughals had a definite numerical edge. They might have raised an army of 100,000 men, compared to the Rajput leaders' 20,000 maximum. Uday fled to the mountains in the southwest of his kingdom after realizing this on the belief that his fortifications might fend off the invaders. Akbar's army besieged Chittorgarh and Ranthambore in late 1567 and early 1568. After a few months, both castles were destroyed, yet these sieges were nevertheless impressive. Engineers and artillery were utilized against fortifications for the first time ever in Indian history. Engineers were used by Akbar and his generals to build trenches and mines to reach the walls, and sappers torched Chittorgarh's walls. After Uday Singh's dominion was overthrown, Akbar went back to his city because he didn't want to battle in the highlands. The remaining Rajputs submitted to Mughal rule, with just a few Mewari tribes continuing to oppose it. After Uday Singh's death in 1572, his son Pratap took over as ruler. Akbar was anxious to establish a road to Gujarat. And in 1576, he dispatched Man Singh, his general and a member of the Rajput culture, to conduct vassal treaty negotiations. According to certain historians, Pratap insulted Man Singh for supporting Akbar. Others asserted that he just refused to become a vassal, but a conflict was unavoidable in any event. Pratap was aware of his massive disadvantage in numbers. He therefore deployed his troops at the Haldighati Pass's entrance. On 18 June 1576, Man Singh's army drew near the area, and the famous Battle of Haldighati ensued. Some historians have a propensity to interpret this fight as a metaphorical one between Hindus and Muslims. However, it is obvious from the chronicles that Pratap's armies included Muslim mercenaries. On the other hand, several Hindu Rajputs fought with the Mughals. Man Singh participated in this battle with 5,000 soldiers from the Mughal army, 1,000 Hindu warriors from different tribes, and 4,000 members of his clan. Even though the Mughal artillery was close by, Man Singh was unable to position it for the engagement due to the terrain. The Mughal military was centered on cavalry, although it also maintained a sizable elephant and musketeer population. In the meantime, Pratap had an undetermined number of elephants, 500 archers, and maybe 3,000 cavalries. The Mughal army was composed of 5 units, with the majority of the men on the left wing, and archers and musketeers in the front line. Man Singh stayed in the center with his clan members. Pratap divided his army into 4 units, each with an archer unit at the back. Although the elephants' exact location is unclear, it can be inferred from the battle's outcomes that they were either in front of or among the core units. Pratap initiated the conflict with a full frontal charge with all of his soldiers despite being aware of his significant numerical disadvantage. Attacks there swept aside opposition skirmishes and drove the right flank away. Pratap's wing joined the assault as the leading Mughal soldiers were stopping the Rajput center. The Man Singlet Corps quickly bolstered the Mughal vanguard. As a result, the Rajputs' impetus was interrupted, allowing the Mughals to reorganize their lines. Pratap attempted to break the enemy formation by sending in his elephants, but Man Singh replied with his own elephants. A mythology that describes conflicts between enormous elephants in great detail is reminiscent of this particular time in the conflict. It appears that Man Singh was able to reorganize his flank because the musketeers began firing at the opposing elephants while the musketeers engaged the enemy's left hand and pinned it in place. The gunfire killed the Rajput elephants. It was time for a Mughal counterattack. Man Singh divided his reserves into and sent them around his wings to attempt a pincer move. This strategy was successful since the Rajputs were unable to seize control of the pass entrance. As a result of having to send more troops to the wings, Pratap's center was attacked. In the encirclement, many Rajput commanders perished, while Pratap himself was wounded and lost consciousness. Several hundred archers volunteered to cover the Rajput cavalry's withdrawal from the battlefield, it is stated. Indeed, the archers were able to keep the Mughal soldiers busy for a while, which allowed the Rajput chief and more than half of the troops to flee. The Mughals soon took control of Mewar's mountainous region. For the following several decades, Pratap waged a guerrilla war against the conquerors and, for a brief period of time, amid the Mughal Empire's crisis, even succeeded in regaining the majority of Mewar's land.
If you like this video, do like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Click the bell icon to get notification. Thanks for watching.